Hello everybody, and welcome back to Crimson Knight Gaming. I am Crimson Knight, and this is where I do the gaming. I hope you all are doing well. I've been doing okay. We're going to be getting back into Dishonored, Death of the Outsider here in just a moment. But before that, just a couple of housekeeping items. First and foremost, we have done some volume tweaking. So, some of you may, if you've watched previous streams, you may be aware of the fact that there, for the longest time, in some of the games, if not many of them, not all of them, there has been an issue where my game is dramatically quieter than like the microphone or the rest of the audio. It was not intentional, not really, and I tried my best to try to figure out why it was happening. Recently, I did, I think it was last week, end of last week, I figured it out, essentially, and found a fix for it. And now we are testing that fix, essentially. I have confirmed, finally, with on my Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday streams, that the volume fix is perfect as it is. I may need to, I still need to confirm it for today, but that's what I'm working on today, essentially. Yeah, so just be aware that things are going to be a bit louder than they used to be, probably. And hope that's intentional. That is hopefully going to fix the problem. You should basically, if you've had me cranked up to maximum volume so that you could hear the game, only to have your ears blown out by my microphone, or you've been barely able to hear the game because of the volume issues, that should be remedied. It is frustrating that now I have 5 years worth of streams where a large chunk of the games have been really fucking quiet. But, oh well. So yeah. Yeah, anyway. So that's number one. Number two, speaking of 5 years worth of content, if you decide you want to check out that content, you are very welcome to. You'll find links to it in my linktree/Crimson Knight. In that linktree, specifically, you will find links to Twitch, which is twitch.tv/gaming, where I am live Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays at around 7 p.m. Eastern time. Wow. I've been Eastern for over a year now. For about a year now. No, over a year now, because I moved in January of last year. So yeah, for over a year now, I've been in Eastern, and my brain is like, no, Central. So yeah, no, 7 to 10 U.S. Eastern time. If you can't catch the stream live, that's okay. I have my VODs available on the YouTube. On my YouTube, I mean. YouTube.com/@Crimson Knight. Twitch.tv/Crimson Knight Gaming. I don't remember if I actually said it. But Twitch.tv/Crimson Knight Gaming. YouTube.com/@Crimson Knight. So check that out if you feel so inclined. You'll find 5 years worth of content and however many more I continue doing this. But yeah, you can find those in the link tree. Like I said, the link tree as it's written above my head, linktree/Crimson Knight. Also in the link tree, you'll find links to my socials where you can get updates on my stream and my just get updates on my stream and other things, and interact with me and whatnot. You'll also find I'm most active on Blue Sky. However, I occasionally am active on Threads. Basically, it's Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, and then my Facebook page. Twitter. For the last few years, I have only really used Twitter as a place to post when I'm going live. I did yesterday comment on some bullshit I saw, called a jackass. Jackass. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Speaking of Blue Sky, I need to tell Blue Sky that I'm currently live, because that is a feature they have. Bear with me, and we'll be back in some wonderful content. Live until go live. Awesome. I wish you could just schedule when you're going live on Blue Sky, but you cannot. At least not yet. But oh well. Anyway, yes. So the link tree, links to my socials. You'll also find links to my Discord, where I have a Discord server where you can hang out with me, chat with me, etc. You'll also, if you're willing and able to throw some money my way, which every little bit helps. It's my day job. You could throw money at me through my Ko-fi or my Patreon. Those are the two preferred options. But I won't say no to other ways, obviously. Ko-fi.com/Crimson Knight or Patreon.com/Crimson Knight. The Patreon is basically the difference is the Ko-fi is essentially the tip. And the Patreon is essentially like basically the Patreon is where you want to go if you actually want to like be a regular subscriber and goes on. So yeah, if you have any suggestions you want me to do, the games you want me to play or whatever, the Patreon, being a subscriber on my Patreon is one of the easiest ways to have me to actually convince me to do it. I'll hear you out regardless, but like if you want to actually have a conversation about it or you want to have a greater chance of me doing it sooner or whatever, then the Patreon is. I also have other thingies in the works for the Patreon. I don't really have basically anything I have planned. I would need a bigger Patreon subscriber base. So, you know, yeah, basically if there's something you want to see on the Patreon, let me know. And we'll talk about it. Yeah, patreon.com/Crimson Knight, Ko-fi.com/Crimson Knight, Linktree/Crimson Knight, youtube.com/Crimson Knight, youtube.com/@Crimson Knight, and twitch.tv/Crimson Knight Gaming. So yeah, check those all out if you feel so inclined. If not, that's fine. Yeah. Third bit of housekeeping item is in general, one of the things that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start streaming outside of my normal schedule as well. Usually those streams will almost certainly be productivity streams. An example being I did a stream sometime last week where I just essentially hung out with no camera, no mic, and just was working on shit while having the stream up. They won't all be like that. Some of them might. It depends on if I'm in the mood to be on camera and mic or not. I'll still respond to chat probably, but yeah. If I play any games, they most likely won't be games that I normally stream. Yeah. Also, so next week I've talked a couple of times about how next week there's going to be some weirdness involving a potential Ubisoft based union strike for all Ubisoft workers in numerous different departments and whatnot. I have not heard if they want to if they want people like streamers or whatever to to do anything in particular or whatever, but what I do know is that I don't feel right streaming Ubisoft games that during the week that they're going to be on strike. So hold on, we might have some update. Yeah, nope, they're still en route to actually go on strike. Yeah, so from what I've seen, they've not actually said anything in particular about what they want streamers to do, or anything like that. So they haven't asked. They have not explicitly asked us to not do something or to actually do something. So there's that, but at the same time, I will always support a union. I will always support a strike. And so just because they haven't said one way or the other about something does not mean that I feel right continuing to stream something on days that they are going to be on strike about it, you know? So next week, even though they're only going to be streaming 3 days, which I believe are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yes, 10th, 11th, and the 12th. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Even though they're only going to be striking those 3 days, I am going to not stream at all next week. Basically because half of the games I currently stream are Ubisoft games. Rainbow Six Siege on Mondays and Assassin's Creed on Wednesday. And yes, I could just do something else on those days, but also at the same time, I kind of need a rest. So yeah, next week I'm going to take a break. However, I will still probably be going live for productivity streams, like I was just talking about. So you may still see me live, but they'll probably be just chilling or just chatting productivity type of streams. So yeah, that's what next week's gonna probably look like. But yeah, anyway, I think that's pretty much everything. Yep, that's all I can think of. So let's get back into Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. All right, moment. My volumes things. Okay. All right. So we did the bank job. We finished it, and we were heading back to the boat. The twin-bladed knife is being held inside Dolores Michaels' bank. You've researched the security system and planned a heist accordingly. Travel to Upper Syria, bring a break into the bank, and steal the knife. We did all that. We're on our way back. I did confirm that I have all of the things. So basically, after stream last week, I went in, I completed the level, and not last week, week before last, because last week was the United States general strike. So yeah, I did. I went in. What the fuck? That was rude. I went in and confirmed that I didn't miss anything while running around. So let's head back to the dreadful. Hold on one moment, because I just saw something spike up into red, so I need to check this right now. If I can remember where I'm going. Okay. So I am now testing a thing. Ooh. All right. So I'm gonna keep my phone to my ear like this while I listen to the thingy. And we're just gonna go for a bit. Lethality. I didn't kill any civilians. I did kill some hostiles. So I wasn't merciful. I also was never detected, obviously. But yeah, I did still end up in the non-lethal stealth area, which is where I've been consistently ending up in. I got all the bone charms, not all the coins, but and I got all the paintings. And I completed all of these. And then these were the special actions we did. So the contents of Dr. Galvani is safe. We robbed the black market in the Upper Syria district twice. Sedated the bank personnel using the poppy tincture. Stole the painting from the delivery boat. Took the notes from the elite guard without him noticing. Retrieved the gemstone from Dolores Michaels' bank. And copied the address from Mrs. Jeanette's address book without being detected. So continue. Let's see what happens. Stolen archive. Eleuterio Cienfuegos, an ex-member of the Eyeless, stole important documents about how to enter the void and sent them to the Royal Conservatory. Make your way inside and look for the stolen.
I watched the fires burn all night. Smoke blocking out the stars. Water hissing as the hull of my old ship blackened around his body. Dowd, gone at last. How many tried to kill you and came no closer than I did all those years ago? How much coin was on your head, old man?
Poor Dad.
Now no one but
Not
the
really,
void can
but, you know.
collect. For years, I imagined the outsider offering me his mark. Instead, he's given me the knife that made him. A weapon that can surely unmake him as well. I can't begin to understand his motives, but I know what Dowd wanted. And if he's got to wander the void forever...
Oh shit, she's burning the body.
Maybe I can give him some measure of peace by ending this. As the dreadful whale burned
Oh shit, she burned the whole boat.
Did the outsider laugh or just watch? Same as me. It's as fine a pyre as I could make. Farewell, Dowd. I'll finish what you started. I had that ship for years, and it burned away in hours. Dowd is dead, and Megan Foster died with him. One of the Eyeless, a painter and pharmacist, stole information about how to enter the void.
Okay. So I have checked the thing. I've decided what I'm going to do. I am going to down the game volume just a little bit. It's just a smidgen. Because it is a decent volume, but it's still a bit louder than I feel like it should be. And it's definitely, this game itself was definitely louder than the other games, comparatively. Start there and see what we do. All right.
His name was Cienfuegos, and he was obsessed, just like the rest of them. But he went too far. Before the Eyeless killed him, he sent what he'd stolen to the curator of the Royal Conservatory. Maybe she could have helped him. He never found that out. The curator is gone, but whatever Cienfuegos sent her is still there. The Abbey of the Everyman has taken over. They've sent overseers and oracular sisters to search the place for heresy. I need to find whatever's left of the pharmacist's archive before they tear the conservatory apart.
So, from now that I think about it, if I remember correctly, when we were running around this conservatory as Emily Caldwin in the second game, from what I recall, there was a exhibit that was there that we could interact with and look at. That was the Cienfuegos exhibit, if I remember correctly. I don't remember for sure, but it's something my brain has been tickling about. So I could be wrong, but at the same time, maybe not. We'll see. All right. Syria Gardens. All right. We are, we are back here. Okay. It doesn't look like I can get over here. But I could be wrong about that. We'll see. The Syria Gardens are around here, and the conservatory entrance is there. Okay. We'll see where all we're able to go.
The information I need could be in the archives down in the conservatory basement, or in the curator's office. It'll be full of Abbey zealots either way.
The horrifying find of a bloodless body in an alley off Jaconda Street has the Grand Guard on high alert. Victim was Eleuterio Cienfuegos, a respected pharmacist whose family business has been a part of the Upper Syria district community for over 50 years. Okay, we've read about this. So, yeah. And this is the... Okay. Pharmacist, painter, and Upper Syria district resident Eleuterio Cienfuegos is the spotlight of the Carambola Gallery's latest showcase of Karnakan artists. Jesus, English is hard. Self-taught in a studio he maintains above his pharmacy, Cienfuegos shows in adept's hand at color, form, and technique. Yet the most intriguing thing about this show is the artist's subject. The most striking of his paintings are a series which Cienfuegos has titled Impressions of the Rough landscapes of blackened stone are juxtaposed with dreamlike figures. They are drawn in long brushstrokes at once angular and full of grace, and the viewer can't help but be absorbed by the scene. In an artist's statement, Cienfuegos spoke about his unusual subject matter. The void is a constant presence in our lives, yet we know nothing about it. It remains a place of dreams and memories. In my work, I've tried to illuminate some small portion of this eternal mystery. Carambola Gallery is supported through a generous donation by Dolores Michaels, director of the Michaels Deposit.
Some minds get fixed on one thing and never find a way out. Cienfuegos wanted to see the void. Well, maybe he's seen it now.
10th day, month of Timber. Before I can seize my immortality, I must deal with the mess Cienfuegos created. Outside, we read this one. Still. Outsider, take that traitor. The cult can never know that he stole the documents they entrusted to me. If the information about their secret void entrance fell into the wrong hands, it would destroy everything. My plans would be ruined. No, I won't let that happen. Those oracular sisters have closed off the Royal Conservatory, but that's a minor obstacle. As I know well, there's always a way past the most secure fences I just need. The Blind Sisters search Royal Conservatory. In an exceptional turn of events, the Abbey of Everyman has deemed it necessary to dispatch members of the Oracular Order to investigate the Royal Conservatory. Readers will remember the sudden closure of the Royal Conservatory last year, with representatives citing an infestation of mites. This did not explain, however, the presence of the Grand Guard at all hours, nor the strange women spotted in and around the building. As the Abbey sends its most secretive members to the site, we may only conclude that some event of great concern has occurred. The Blind Sisters, as they are known, were seen early this morning entering the Royal Conservatory with a contingent of overseers. When approached for comment, the Sisters of the Oracular Order did not respond, and your humble journalist was forcibly encouraged to leave the area. Large bonfires have since been kindled in the streets, and it is believed that portions of the Royal Conservatory's once impressive collection have already burned. Shocking events. What? Religious zealots burning history and artifacts and whatnot? What? That would never happen. In the interest of safety, Syria Gardens District has been placed under lockdown on the authority of the Abbey of Every Man. Residents are reminded to comply with all overseas.
Even the Oracular Order is here. That's strange. They almost never leave their chapels.
if I remember correctly, the Oracular Order in the second was first mentioned in the second game. Maybe I had it mentioned in the first game, but it was more prominent in the second game, in which Delilah's henchman, specifically the person who was in charge of the observatory, Brianna Ashworth, I want to say was her name, was using witchcraft to try to enter the dreams of the Oracular Order in order to get them to support, to manipulate them into supporting Delilah.
Months ago, the conservatory closed with barely a warning. The Abbey is only just finding out what black magic was being practiced inside.
Yeah. And the, we managed to stop them before they were able to corrupt the thingy, but the Oracular Order. But, still. Hold on a second. Sorry. Alright, let's see what this says. By order of the Abbey of the Everyman, Saria Garden District is closed for quarantine. All residents are to evacuate the area immediately. There will be no entry until the Sisters of the Oracular Order complete their thorough investigation of heretical acts at the Royal Conservatory. Trespassers will be arrested on suspicion of blasphemous activities. Look to the strictures, watch over one another, and remain faithful to the Abbey. I did read that, because that's that. Okay. Read that. We have
Only
Silvergrass.
the outsider knows how long the Eyeless have kept their hideout a secret. I'll find out where it is.
Okay, we read that. Nothing there, nothing there. Okay, I think we are...
For years, we planned jobs just like the bank. Watching houses from rooftops, stealing keys, bribing servants.
Oh, that's the way out. Okay, cool.
Blades as we waited for the right moment. You were proud of what we could do. I knew that much. I never told you about my time in Karnaka. How I came to Dunwall. How the outsider marked me. And made me the man I was. As I look out on the water for the last time, I know none of that matters. Who I thought I was will end with me. All that will be left of me is your memories. You were the best I ever taught. Your betrayal was expected. For the lives we led then, you had no choice but to turn against me. But now, I find myself counting on you again. You have what you need. You will find out what to do. It's time, Billy. Kill the outsider. Remove this terrible power from the world. For everything we did. And everything it did to us. I could have died 100 bloody ways. But in the end, here I am. On your ship. Sipping your last good whiskey. That's not so bad. Thank you, Billy. And farewell.
Aw. Adorable. No more liquor, no more listening to Dowd muttering in his sleep. I held the rat charm, hoping to see Deirdre's face again, but now I hope last night was the last time. When she came to me, she smiled, and I knew she had something to share again. First, she kissed my lifeless eye, then held up what she'd been hiding behind her back. It was Dowd's hand, cut off at the wrist, all carved up with the outsider's mark. I watched as she bent her head and kissed its cold flesh too, all the while whispering that language I only heard in the voice. Then she dropped the dead hand, and it sank into the black and disappeared. Did the outsider show me this? Is he using Deirdre's face, her hands, her hair, things I'd never share, things I keep close to my heart? If that's true, I don't know why, and I don't know what it means for the old man. Don't think he's found any rest. All right.
I'll finish what you started, Dowd.
All right. And I don't think there's anything else to interact with. Oh, there's a thing there. Sleeping in abandoned houses and sharing beds with rats and lice brings back bad memories. That's for sure. I keep the rat charm near when I try to rest now. I hold it in my living hand, but she only came once. She only came last night. She smiled, that teasing smile, that wrinkled smile. It always told me she had a secret to share when she learned to whisper in my ear again. I held my breath to hear, and I heard her, this time clear and sweet. She said my name, Billy Lurk, soft on her tongue, just like it always was. My old self, my new self too. I woke up with a start, aching all over. Her charm of hair and bone clutched to my chest. I don't know what any of that meant. I don't know what she wants from me, but I know all I'll find in the void. Alright, just to quickly confirm. Alright. And out we go.
A fine day's work, brother. We need only record the heretical texts we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered
There's
some
nothing I
troubling
can save
items
from
in
that
the
file.
curator's office.
It's all ashes. I need to check that ledger and see if what I want is still here.
Bizarre cures for impotence. I tell you, I've seen enough take one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime.
No, this was different. Sister Rosewind saw the archive's hiding place in a vision. She seemed deeply disturbed by what was in it, from what Brother Diaz told me. He heard her whisper, this could destroy the Abbey.
What? Stop this talk. It is nearing blasphemy.
Interesting. Worse things could happen than the destruction of the Abbey, to be fair. Alright. So, okay, so there's... Oh, I know where I am! Oh, that's funny! This was one of the apartments we could climb up into. In 2. That's funny, that's cool. Anyway. So I know where I am. Let me check my maps. Okay, so so this is the thing, I'm here. I believe this is where I'm at. There's a building over there I can get in, building there. I don't know if I can get all the way over here. But that's the conservatory, which is that building right there. So... Alright, let's take a look-see around, shall we? This. That was weird. Yes, I was correct. Okay. Alright, we're trying this again. Okay. There's bone charm there. Alright, so it doesn't look like I can
The streets
get
are
through this
closed
gate.
on Abbey orders.
I don't want to just go down. But I might have to. Alright, let's see what we can find here. See if we can make a name for ourselves. Ooh, there's a person named Courtney here. See if I can talk to her. Where's that other overseer? Ah, right there.
Hey, over here.
Hello.
What do you want?
It's my Lonnie. He went into that building with the red poster over there. Said he wanted to check for something real quick like. Well, that was hours ago, and he's not back. And with overseers crawling all over the place, I just know something bad happened.
You look tough. Why don't you go check on him?
Can't. Promised I'd stay put right here, out of harm's way. Lon says we can't risk us both getting hurt. Especially if... Please. Can you just go check on him for me? I'll make it worth your while.
Sure. Okay, there's some angelfish scales there. Just quickly looking to see if there's anything. Ooh, there's a coin of 5 somewhere here. Where was that? Was that here? I'll worry about that another time. Actually, maybe I won't. Okay, you guys are fine. Hi, guys.
Teeth or claws. Sniff us out and swallow us alive.
Is this coinage actually in the water? Yes. Okay. His back is to me. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna grab the coins. Alright. I didn't want to risk forgetting about those coins and leaving them. We don't like to leave money on the table. Or in the pond, in this case.
There she blows. Hark, under she goes.
Girl, you're supposed to be quiet and in hiding, right? So why are you fucking singing?
Sharp. Up alongside. Look sharp, we're in for a ride.
There's some stuff back here. Some flatbread, okay. I do want to get up here. I might just go in through this door. Yeah, we'll see. I'll leave that there and see what I'm up. Let's see what options I have. Okay. Yeah, they fully closed that off. Okay. Are those the only 2 I need to worry about at the moment? You seem to be, yeah. Okay.
The void tempts mysteries and craves answers, but all it gives is a form to the world's fears. A hole in the world.
Open up! We know you're in there. Surrender and we won't harm you for entering a quarantined area.
I see. There's also a thing up here.
We'll just deliver you to the void. Open the door! Open the cursed door!
Calm yourself. He can't stay in there forever.
Do you think he escaped through a back exit?
It's a bar. He's probably drunk and passed out. You know how these blasphemous rats seek out sin?
Last warning! Open up or we blow the damn door open!
Stay here, brother, while I search the back room. If he runs, block his escape. We saw you skulk into this place. We will find you.
We know what you're doing. Reveal yourself, criminal.
Okay, so I'm gonna reload. And I'm gonna try to get in there before they kick in the door, essentially.
Passed out. You know how these blasphemous rats seek out sin?
Last warning! Open up or we blow the damn door open!
Okay, so I didn't give myself much time with that. Especially because I went back for shit.
Passed out. You know how these blasphemous rats seek out sin?
Last warning! Open up or we blow the damn door open!
Alright, there's a bone charm here. Balls and sphincters. No. Oh.
Stay here, brother, while I search the back room. If he runs, block his escape. We saw you skulk in.
See, can I reload to? Okay, we'll reload to here. Give myself more time. Maybe ignore the
wanted to check for something real quick like, well, that was hours ago and he's not back. And with overseers crawling all over the place, I just know something bad happened.
You look tough. Why don't you go check on him?
Can't. Promised I'd stay put right here, out of harm's way. Lon says we can't risk us both getting hurt. Especially if... Please. Can you just go check on him for me? I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna skulk my way over here. Snicker, 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 snick, 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 snick.
Teeth, long claws, and sniff us out.
Grab these while I'm thinking about them. I think that was it. Oh, don't see me. I was close, but he didn't see me. Alright, saving again. Do this. Alright, I'm gonna go over here and grab those flatbread.
Going to be had anywhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna find some way to get some money. I'm not supposed to make a living around here.
Open up! We know you're in there. Surrender and we won't harm you for entering a quarantined area.
We'll just deliver you to the void.
Open the door! Open the cursed warning! Open up or we...
He's dead. Dear Lonnie, I've been thinking about the last time we talked. You said you're torn up inside, that you can't offer Courtney a decent proposal with no ring. Well, my boss had to leave a stash of jewelry behind in her apartment when they put Syria Gardens under quarantine. If I recall right, there's a ring in there you might use for a proposal. If it will do until you find a nicer one. Anyway, consider it my wedding gift for you. Marcia.
Throw the damn door open!
Okay, here they come.
Stay here, brother, while I search the back room. If he runs, block his escape.
Alright.
We saw you.
Alright, let's ping, ping, and ping.
Skulk into this place. We will find you.
We know what you're doing.
Glittering thing.
Reveal yourself, criminal.
Trinket. It caught my eye.
No.
Why tempted by such
Dead.
nothing?
We'll need to write a report for Brother Cardoza. At least we found him before he began to smell.
Stream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider.
Do I want to steal his face? I might. If it'll let me. Yeah, I'll steal his face.
May the strictures always guide your hand.
Okay. Alright, now then. So we found Lonnie, we found his thing. There's stuff here to loot. Sword. Poor Lonnie. Alright, now I remember there was a thing up here. Okay. Pour the gin over the sugar and stir. Add the ice and grate nutmeg over the top. Serve in a short glass. We'll make it hot instead if you prefer. And if we like you. Okay. So it's gin over sugar with some grated nutmeg over the top. And potentially served hot. Okay, chloroform bottle, which I can't pick up, so there's no point marking it. There we go. Poor guy. Oh, shit. I just realized what environmental storage... Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. I just realized what environmental storytelling was telling me. He tried to climb this in order to get up here. And that fell over. And he probably hit his head either on the hard floor or on the counter. I think if it was the counter, there'd be blood. But... And then was like half crushed, half head bashed in from the fall. That sucks, man. Okay. Alright, now I have stuff down there I'm gonna grab. Oh! I didn't even look to see what my new bone charm was. I think hot cocktail is what I just picked up, because it makes sense to be in a bar. It's also one I'm pretty sure I didn't already have. Alright, so I've got you marked. Where's the other one? Where are you at? There you are. Let's go back to Lonnie.
Please.
Sorry, Courtney.
I'm sorry. He didn't make it. But I found this letter with him. Thought you might want it.
Oh, no. Lonnie. Thank you. Here. Take this for your trouble.
Thanks, but you keep it. And take this ring. I think Lonnie would want you to have it.
What am I gonna do without him?
Alright, we'll take care of this guy. Okay. Oh, I know what I'll do with him. You know what? No, I won't. I won't take him up to my apartment. I will, however, leave him here. Okay, so I've been in that room. Map. Alright. We've been in here, now we've been in here. There's apparently something up above. Up here. But it doesn't look like it. Unless those open. These, I don't know if these open. I don't think they do. Well, there's a ledge there. Nope. No, it doesn't open. Okay. So that's just... It's probably left over from the second game, like the other map, like the rest of the map is. This part down here, for example. From the second game.
The void tempts mysteries and craves answers, but all it gives is a form to the world's fears. A hole in the world.
Okay. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Alright, so we've got stairs that go up here, which don't seem to go anywhere. Ah, there's a blood fly place. Of course there is. Because you can't do anything in these games without there being rat plague or blood fly infested. Oh shit, shit. I think she's a member of the Oracular Order. One of the Blind Sisters, because he's a thingy. Lots of traps. Oh, this is the this is that bank area where that was infested with flies, and like you had to break into one of the safes and etc etc etc, and it's okay. I know where this is. All right, so there's that over there. If I remember correctly, basically you end up basically blowing the place up, from what I recall. Wondered if there was corrupt bone charm. Okay.
Metal faces sounds, yes. Watch for wet smell, watch for smell of fat and blood and burning.
Disarmed that one, that one, that one, that one. Now I just need to get up here. Need to get up there. Yeah. Okay, so that's good to know. Teleporting through the thing is not a full teleport, which I think I already knew, but still.
Metal faces sounds, yes. Watch for wet smell, watch for smell of fat and blood and burning.
Okay. missed. There was one I still missed. Okay. Oh, I can get up there. Maybe that'll help me. Yeah, I'm aware there's a bone charm. I know it. Let's pop up here and then... Dam. Let's see here. Oh, I know. Hold on. The question is, did I save? Because of course they're gonna booby trap up there too. I did save. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Now. All right. All right. Now, all right, we've got a thing there and a thing there. I think those are the only two, right? Yeah. Strange relic. Strange and valuable relic from a distant dial. And the new bone charm is the Void Gambler. What does that do? Major chance that power use will consume no void energy. However, significant chance that power use will drain additional void energy. So basically, either it'll drain more or it'll drain less, or it won't drain at all. And meh. Alright, let's see here. Anything to grab that I'm not either full on or... Oh, there's a trap. No, that's not a trap. Just a wire. Did I get that one? I did not. Okay. Alright. So that now is this building. There's one more over here and this alleyway here. We still have that overseer down there wandering around. Got this guy and this guy. Oops. We've got stuff to grab here. Alright, but before we worry about that, let's go over here. Okay, there's something for money down there. there. Alright. Alright. Now. Got an overseer here. Pop a wire over there. Silver ingots there. Alright. Damn. I should have checked before I started looting. I was doing so well, too. Okay, we got him. There's another one that I saw over here. Okay. I think I know what I want to do. Nope. Nope. Not that one. Calm down, Billy. Calm down. What's up, man?
I didn't know there were so many books here, but so few commendable ones.
Now, there's still those two up there. Whale oil, in case I need it.
Flesh, dry and cracked and withering. Bite at the binding, making spill out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off. You just didn't have anything interesting to say. Sorry. That was rude. Alright. Now. Empty bottle. Saving. Nope, not that one. There we go. Jellied eels are there. There we go. There are those. And over here. Chaos at Michael's Bank today as an intruder bypassed an imposing set of security precautions to collapse the elevator vault of Karnaka's premier valuables repository. The celebrated vault, one of the last remaining Kirin Jindosh wonders in the Isles, smashed through the floor of the bank's atrium to the sewers below. There's no word yet about any injuries or deaths from the accident. Bank officials sought to allay fears as customers swarmed the bank, demanding their valuables. Harried Carly Roberts, customer service director, issued the following statement. I can assure our customers that the despicable intruder who destroyed our vault will be brought to justice. Please be patient while we conduct an inventory to determine if any items were stolen or if this was merely a malicious act of vandalism and mayhem. The bank has engaged a private firm to investigate the crime. Did I do that? All right, to the black market. Okay. That's fucking cool. Wrong button.
Coming in from the restricted area. You must need supplies. Oh, you made me jump. It's been a long time since anyone came in through that door.
Yeah, I bet. Alright, so we got Alvaro and the Abbey. I have good reason to believe that the Abbey of the Everyman is committing unspeakable crimes within the Royal Conservatory. If you're as fond of them as I am, kill every last blind sister and overseer except for Brother Cargos. Leave him in one of his musical chairs and I'll deal with him myself. Damn. Okay. Pilfer the Prophecies. Sister Roswin keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumor has it she knows every secret in the Isles. Murder, treason, love affairs. That kind of information could turn me into a very powerful lady. I'll give all my bone charms to whoever manages to infiltrate the Royal Conservatory and steal that book. Or a risky wager. I abandoned my apartment last night because of the Abbey's wretched quarantine. In my haste, I left a precious relic behind, but I doubt anyone has seized it, considering how well protected it is. In fact, I'm offering good coin to anyone who is clever enough to bypass the defenses and live tail. So yeah, okay. Cool. Oh, I didn't read the stuff. Okay. I was just checking to see if I think I've read all of that. So yeah. The twin-bladed knife. Dowd is dead. I'm all that's left of him. Me and this knife I can't let go. Dolores Michaels' bank was a puzzle box of miserable secrets, and right at the center was the reason for it all. A woman. Hold, please. I'm saying a word I've never seen before. Or at least not in this context. Oh! Okay. I guess. Fair enough. A woman taught to breaking and and the knife she tried to hide. Taught to breaking. So yeah, it's stretched tight. It's a taut rope to breaking, and the knife she tried to hide. The outsider handed the knife to me himself. He wants to know What I'm going to do with it, he'll find out soon enough. Why does this thing have 2 blades? Nothing ever gets stuck between them. None of this void shit ever makes sense. I burned Dowd's body today. When I left the Whalers, the rat plague was still piling corpses in the street. There wasn't anyone alive in those months who didn't learn grief. Even Dowd nearly lost himself to it then. But I can't lose myself. Not now, not again. When Deirdre died, who I was or what I'd done died too. No one else saw me like she did. No one until I met Dowd, and he gave me purpose again. When I left Dunwall, I let it heal over with lies. But my time back with Dowd reopened that wound. All I can hope now is that I helped him in his final days, just like he helped me. Stolen secrets. At the bank, I learned more about the pharmacist Cienfuegos. He was an eyeless, and an artist, too. He painted the void and was close to finding out how the cult leaders reached that place. He stole documents from Dolores Michaels and sent them to the Royal Conservatory. I need to find them so I can see what he saw. His paintings are quiet. If a painting can be quiet. His paintings are quiet, if a painting can be quiet. Quiet but unsettled. He wanted to know everything and cover every secret. He was searching, just like me, was killed for. Last time I was in Cyria Gardens, the Royal Conservatory had become a nest for the same coven of witches I'd worked with in Dunwall years ago. Curator Brianna Ashworth, I remember the name, and a group of women were living there, performing odd rituals with bones and glass. Now the Abbey of the Everyman and their witch hunters have taken it over and are getting... God, English. Witch hunters have taken it over and are gutting the place of all traces of black magic. If I'm lucky, the documents I need haven't been burned yet. The outsider is gone and the overseers can't use him to prey on people's fear. I'll be there, laughing, as the Abbey falls to pieces.
You look like you drive a hard bargain. I best be on my guard.
Yeah, I do. I try to. Upgrades, what we got?
Teeth. It's all yours. Enjoy. Nice doing business with you. The conservatory visitors used to be my best customers. Such exotic items they asked for. Now it's all weapons and trinkets. As soon as I save enough coin, I'm retiring to Calero. A peaceful old age of brandy and cigars. That's what I want.
I'm fully upgraded, at least for now. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna grab that. Discreet swap. Excuse me. Brief invisibility after moving with displace. Ooh. I mean, I want it, but do I need it enough to... The distance of displace is reduced. I'm not sure that's worth it. For how I play. Extra target marker when using displace and foresight. Yes,
from that district anymore. I hope the quarantine is lifted soon.
All right.
Be careful out there.
All right. So what do I want to swap? Because I'm pretty full at the moment. What do I have? Elixirs restore slight more health. Cover from falls slightly quicker. Speed is increased when walking or running. Semblance drains less void energy. Wolfhounds cannot smell you, which is very nice. That is very useful with the the semblance thing I was just doing earlier. Wolfhounds cannot smell you. Displace without placing a marker. Movement is not slowed when your weapons are unsheathed. Cooked targets are silenced in midair. Maximum health is increased, and agility. I think this one. And the one I wanted was this. Because that's incredibly useful. Alright, so... Okay. Now, is there a way of stealing from you now? There is a lot of room back there behind you. And I am curious. Here we go. All right. Food. More food. All right, there's the door. All right. We've read that.
Coin clicks together now, filled with many things. Wire, metal, red oil tasting like.
Again. Fuck me. Oh, no, it is still there. Great. Awesome. Come on. Drop. Running in.
Back. Take a look around. This is it.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I really don't like doing this just to you guys, but... Alright. Anything here? No? Okay. Couple of hyperbaric grenades. Hook mines. More hyperbaric grenades. Blink eye and discrete swap. Close. All right. Okay. Ouch.
All these charms, these runes, and fetid offerings on shrines made for me will be nothing more than objects worn and bleeding. Bones and dead things thrown into the dirt.
I appreciate the touch of detail where his voice is the only voice that does not get stopped by going into that time stop thing. I appreciate that. That's a good touch. That's a good detail. Okay, can't carry more of that. Okay. All right. I got spotted. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay.
They will rise up among you like a virulent swarm, devouring everything wherever they go, even filth.
Okay, I am gonna do... that. All right. Now, at least for now, I'm clear. All right, let's see. Is there anything worth looting here? There's stuff here. There's this over here. Okay. All right, what we got here? Excerpt from a report by Brianna Ashworth. Karnaca thrives on stories of restless spirits and malevolent dead. No matter how threadbare the tale, it spreads through servants, quarters, and tap rooms, shifting and changing all the while. I've collected reports of strange happenings since our ritual in 1809, which brought Delilah back to us. That coward Stilton still lives in that same house. 2 years ago, a kitchen girl from his serving staff fled her post and refused to return, saying she had spied apparitions exchanging a muted conversation in the courtyard. Then a man who had delivered fruit to the manor for many years abruptly stopped and never spoke of his reasons why. I've even heard that Stilton himself has paid inordinate sums to allow his staff to visit physicians for mental exhaustion. Some have heard strange voices in their ear, while some saw shimmers of light that defied all explanation. These events, I have no doubt, are connected to what we did that night. We have torn reality to allow a piece of the void to pass through. It spreads where it will. I wonder how far reaching the effects from the ritual might have become. Yeah, and we saw that. Tear in time in Fabric of Reality.
It's all diary scribbles and rhymes. Nothing useful. They'll burn away every trace of witchcraft from this place.
Okay, this is the complete listing of heretical art items that have been submitted to thorough examination during the month of Rain, 1852. Still under investigation. Curator's office papers, silvergraphs, notes, letters. Note, the location of these new documents was revealed to the oracular order in a vision. The archive has been confiscated by Sister Roswin. She will personally examine it for potential heretical properties and communicate her findings directly to Roving Vice Overseer Cardoza. Heretical contraption. Lenses, desecrated caskets, wires, devices. Note, will be dismantled and sent to the Abbey once the Sisters' examination is complete. That's the device that they were using to try to control and manipulate the oracular. Burned or shipped to the Abbey. 43 crates. Books of arcane recipes, heretical studies, spells, ritual instructions, blasphemous stories, burn. 17 crates, vials of unknown potions, salves, herbs, roots, shipped to the Abbey. 10 crates, human hair, animal bones, and body parts, burned. 3 shawls embroidered with heretical sigils, burned. 1 altar, wooden carved, wax-coated, well-used, burned. 1 child's doll, husk body, wizened apple face, stuck with pins, burned. 34 runes and amulets, shipped to the Abbey. 7 notebooks and personal diaries, shipped to the Abbey. 2 scrying glasses, burned. 1 crate, various devices for self-gratification, burned. Rude. That's right, they don't like sex or any kind of sexual anything. 3 sets of children's teeth and fingernails, burned. 1 ash tree cut out at the root from the conservatory terrace, burned. 4 crates, candles, incense, bells, and assorted ritual items, burned.
Sister Rosewind is keeping documents in the curator's office. I need to find them.
Rosewind. It's actually Rosewind, not Roswind. Got it. Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a coin of 5 I missed. Okay. So let's go get that coin of 5 that I just realized I missed. Where's it? Right there. Okay. Could just walk through the door now. I did want to come up here and look for anything that I can pilfer. Smuggler sighting. Brothers, by order of the roving vice overseer, patrols for Syria Gardens will be doubled until further notice. Sacrilegious smugglers disregard our quarantine notices and sneak inside the district to pilfer heretical goods. As the stricture says, roving feet love to trespass. We must not allow such profane materials to leave the area. Be vigilant. Bring these to justice.
I don't know.
Oh, there was a copper wire. There's some stuff down there. Okay.
Crawl out of that open hatch in the courtyard. I believe there is now only one witch left alive in the cellar holding chamber.
Our therapy has thinned their numbers. Have you searched this one's corpse?
Not yet. Brother Cardoza will want to examine it personally. Her death will serve the Abbey better than her wicked life ever could.
Very true, brother. We must send someone to inspect that vent. We don't want another desperate rat creeping through the pipes.
Sir. Where's that other overseer? There he is. Quickly make sure there's no others in here. Okay. Nothing? Bone charm nearby. Oh, hello, look at that. And we have a way in. Another way in. This is where that... Okay. Okay, I could probably knock on that door while disguised as an overseer to be let in. That might be what I don't know. Yeah, because this guy is guarding this door like that. This is another way in. Okay. Okay. Go in there. I'm not sure that I'm ready to yet. I want to go up there first. Actually, you know what? No, let's get one of these guys. Put it here. Hi, buddy. Borrow your face. I love how he's teleporting around. It's great.
Some confessed outright. Others denied wrongdoing until confronted with their heresy. Trinkets of mocked bone, effigies of hair and teeth, pages filled with occult markings, and then the tears. They were scrambling to testify against one another by the end. They hoped betraying their sisters would compel us to mercy. But they were all found guilty, naturally. We could bet.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
You hear the sentencing over their wails.
I am sorry to have missed it.
One sat in Brother Cardoza's face and said she would never confess.
Did she?
No. We cut out her tongue.
Okay. I know I have a thing to kill them all, and I will do that. But first, we're gonna do some poking around, and it'll be easier to kill them when they're, you know, unconscious. Dear brother, I hope all is well with you. How does my garden fare? Are the potatoes sprouting yet? I wish I was there to see it, not here in this den of heretical horror. I understand how important our work at the conservatory is, but I fear I shall never feel clean again after dealing with the remnants of Delilah's coven. Brothers, you cannot imagine how far from the structures these creatures have fallen. They have abandoned their humanity to wallow in wanton flesh like animals, and worship the outsider with twisted, profane rituals. To read their writings is to blush with shame for such degraded beings. And for what? A fleeting taste of mortal power? Incomprehensible. I can't wait to put their filth behind me and return home to the good, clean earth and bright sunshine of our quiet lives together. Years. Oh god.
I guess.
Damn. 1 second. Okay.
No, there were so many books here, but so few commendable ones.
I'll never get used to it.
A stream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider.
Someone there.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah, I know. I know you see me. Alright, I think I'm actually going to come back to this room in a bit.
So few commendable ones.
I think I'm going to go for that guy first. Alright. Next things next. Do. Alright, I don't see anything else in this area, though. I'll check again after I investigate the corpse. Well, I'll just leave her there because I can't loot her. So I don't see anything to loot out here, so in there I go. All right. No. I know you're feeling big feelings, Billy, but right now, peace. Alright, here's the map of the Royal Conservatory. As it was, as it were. As you wanted to be. Alright, anyway. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab that other guy's face. And
oh, the smell of burnt whalebone is really the worst. I'm glad there's only paper left to destroy.
We're doing important work here. Is it bad that I feel so proud?
okay. All right. Which contract? The Abbey. Kill them. So kill them all except for Brother Cardoza. Okay. Trial of Patricia Deshkova. Excerpt from court proceedings conducted by roving vice overseer this is not going to be pleasant. By Alvaro Cardoza. Prisoner Patricia Deshkova of Dunwall, age 22. Offense, heresy. Consortia with unclean creatures. Verdict, guilty. Punishment, reformation. Therapy. A woman also captured in the Royal Conservatory, confessed to witnessing the prisoner suckling a rat at her breast as if it were infant. Testimony transcribed by Overseer Benson. It was a haggard thing, all skin and bones. Patricia gathered it up in her arms and held it to her until it stopped quickly. She had no milk, but the rat gnawed at her until there was a flow of blood, and it sucked like a baby while she prayed. I did say this wasn't going to be pleasant. She did this once every few days until it grew fat. Wound it made went bad, and she fell down feverish many days, and we took care of her. As she said, she walked with the outsider in her sickness. Prisoner, statement to the court. He cried so pitiful, and oh, the poor thing was starved. Guilty. Prisoner will be subjected to experimental musical therapy to restore an appropriate aversion to vermin. Constance Bow. This is also not going to be pleasant, most likely. Possession of profane artifacts is her heresy. Musical therapy. Inventory of items confiscated from prisoner after capture in the Royal Conservatory. Submitted as evidence of witchcraft. 1 sharpened piece of bone. 3 rat tails severed. 5 pieces of braided hair, 2 singed as if by flame, unknown organs. 1 hand mirror broken, possibly innocuous. 1 waxwork doll, fashioned to look like the former grand inventor. Burned on sight, silvergraph of the offending item has been filed. Item had been stuck with several hairpins in the neck, head, and 6 pieces of whalebone inscribed with lewd images. The former grand inventor, that's Sokolov. So this particular Constance Bow had a particular grudge against Sokolov. 1 pair of testicles, dried and strung together, found tied around the prisoner's neck. When asked the origin, the prisoner stated that they were your own. Guilty prisoner will be subject to experiment to remove her willful nature and attraction to black men. Fucking zealots. Trial of Lavinia Riccio probably also won't be pleasant. 44 years old, practice of black magic and murder. Guilty all charges, reformation, musical therapy, and then execution. Through enhanced interrogation techniques, they tortured her. We extracted a confession signed by the prisoner. On the evening of the 7th month of High Cold, 1850, did acquire the blood and seed of her former lover, dock worker by the name of Carter, known in Karnaca as Barrel Bill. This she mixed with other noxious liquids and fed to a large hound, which she named Sugar Boy, admitted to be a malicious spirit of the void, with which she consorted. Within 3 days, William Carter experienced a range of symptoms, including insomnia, dysfunction, and death. The prisoner confessed that this was the intended outcome of a pact with Sugar Boy, which she performed at the behest of the outsider. Subjected to experimental musical therapy to cure her of magical taint. If she survives the process, then she will be put to death for murder as an honest convict. Jesus. Bandwagon, 32 years old, repellent to sacred items and or words. I mean, so am I, but for other reasons. Yeah, maybe. Musical therapy reformation. When asked to recite the 7 strictures aloud, the prisoner choked and gagged on the words, and she could not finish the lying tongue even when prompted. The prisoner then violently convulsed and okay, I'm not that bad. Delusion of blasphemies fell from her mouth until she was forcibly silent. Well, I mean, I could do that. Subsequent attempts to rouse the prisoner to repeat the words known to every honest man or woman in the Isles were successful. Precedent indicates that she is therefore guilty of this heresy, and that her inability to speak the words of the strictures is her body rejecting their truths, which are repugnant to the outsider and his agent. The above was witnessed by 2 overseers present during her interrogation, and they have signed statements attesting to the accuracy of this account. Yes, we'll take their words. Prisoner will be subject to experimental music therapy and to open her mind to the wisdom of the 7 strictures. Okay. Hopefully I don't find any more of those papers, because those were totally not pleasant. Okay, there's a thing here. Some raw whalebone. Ah, more overseas. As well as...
No way this is a cure.
Musical therapy. Got it. Alright, see, is there anything else? Okay, there's some bread over here. Okay, saving. And actually, instead of going through that... Well, no, I'll go through this room.
Another dead witch. What happened this time?
Brother Cardoza says they keep dying during therapy. He says there's a heretical... the healing power of music into pain.
A heretical organ inside of them that makes the music painful.
Corrupted bodies reject the cleansing.
By the strictures. Imagine being so impure, so enthralled to the abyss, that you can't survive the sacred music. Those poor, lost creatures.
Don't waste your pity on them, brother. They chose to serve the outsider. They chose their profane ways. They deserve to die.
Okay, there's a witch there.
That's me. Look at it. I don't even.
Damn it. Damn it. Okay. I might have to do what I did before. Maybe not. I have a thought.
Are we not brothers? That is what I
They
should
will
have said.
rise up among you like a
Now
virulent
I feel
swarm,
remorse.
devouring everything
It will
wherever
bother
they
all
go,
the night.
even filth.
I was weak. I must be ever vigilant against the outsider. He knows my heart.
Hey you! Hey you! This area.
Balls.
I will act again today if this is truly her chosen path. I can only hope.
Hey! Intruder!
Fidgety is the word I'm thinking of. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on.
Are we not brothers? That is what I
A
should have
stream of untruth.
Now
The
I
echoes
feel
of lies
remorse.
come back as the voice of the outsider.
Night.
I could use ammo and stuff, but I'm not going to. I don't want to, I guess I should say. Okay. I may have been holding my breath there. May not have been breathing. Alright, saving and checking the room out again. Alright, so we've got a book here on the ancient music. That's probably the actual ancient music. Oh, I could have used that. Oh well, it's fine. Excerpt from a longer work. Through the natural world, there are ripples. I think a 17-note scale. Yeah, this is a part of or the same thing that we read a few times in the first game.
Good evening, my dear. Ready for your treatment? Now, no tears. You know how important these sessions are for finding a cure. Tonight, I'm going to play the music in short intervals, and then ask you a few simple questions. That's easy enough, isn't it? Shh. Relax. Let me adjust the straps a bit so you can turn your head.
Sniff us out and swallow us alive.
Musical healing manual. Excerpt from musical healing manual. Preparation. Secure heretics in the chairs and with the supplied leather straps. Patients will employ desperate measures to escape with the healing music. The lying tongue will implore your pity, twisting like a serpent into your heart. Silence, please, with a soft cloth as needed. Session. Now wanton flesh will beckon to you as it writhes. Half-lidded eyes will promise release for release. A carnal exchange of flesh for freedom. Resist, brothers. Harden your turn away. Wild. The fucking Abby is one of the worst aspects of these games, and I mean that in like, it's a clever thing, but it's horrifying. And yet it's so true to history in real life, while also being obviously fantastical. The ancient music is the only cure for these lost creatures. Their redemption is your duty. Aftermath. Despite our best endeavors, many creatures cannot be saved. Their corruption runs too deep to mend. Our task then is to dispose of their wasted flesh left. Transport bodies to the morgue on the second floor and cleanse them. Remove the stains of heresy and help them find you. Thanks, I hate it.
I remember these back in Dunwall. When it played, it was like knives sliding over your skin.
Yeah, this is the chair that it wants me to put Alvaro in when I find him. Alvaro. Or this one. Either. Okay, there is a thing through here, so I'll put a mark there to remind me to go there. But not yet. I really wish I could turn off or destroy these big old spotlights. I hate them so much.
What do we do? What do we do?
What's going on here? What are they doing to you?
What are they doing to you? Your eye has gone black. Is it your punishment? They say I'm guilty of heresy. Do you think I'm guilty? I nailed his name to a tree and he withered away. Oh, I have secrets to spend for my freedom. I can tell you where my sisters stashed their precious trinkets of bone. Or I can tell you a spell to never be alone again.
I would free you for nothing. But give me a moment. Okay.
No, I can't. I can't. Kill them first. Kill them for the pieces of me they tore away. If they turn their eyes on me again, I am dead.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just quickly check to make sure that there's nothing in here I want to steal. Oh, there is. A note that says, I must remember me. They are taking us away one by one. There are 9 of us here. Oof, there's only 1 left. We cried their names to drown out their screams, but they keep screaming. Even when our voices turn into rasped whispers. My sisters who come back from the music do nothing but cry. They won't eat or sleep. We try to hold them close, but they push us away. It will happen to us also later. I'm the last one left. I don't know how many days I've been here. They keep the lamps on at all hours so we can't see sunlight. It was my turn today. I can still hear the music sometimes. When I close my eyes, I must stay awake. Take the old surgeon's knife that you found, prick your fingers, watch the blood well up. You are alive. Live. Right to the bone. The overseers can't reach you there. There's still a piece of you left. They haven't touched. It's deep, deep down. I don't want to die.
I hear it in my bones.
Alright. Do you want me to kill all of them? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you want, ma'am? Or just those 3?
6. Will they find me? They can see everything, even inside my mind. But not if they're all dead.
Hold, please. Must do research. Also hold. Okay. Okay.
It's all right. You can finally leave this place.
Leaving. I'm leaving. Hear this. Search on top of the painting on the left. You'll find the key to the locked door.
Okay. Alright, you know what? I'll kill them later if I have to. Brett. Okay, process whale oil. More blood amber. Little dried husks. All right, here's the elevator. Alright. And there's nothing really in here, so... Alright. Was there a whalebone? Did I get the whalebone? I did not, but there was. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Interrogation room key. All right. here. Lots of stuff in there. How are we doing on time?
Have you ever encountered one of our blind sisters before, Brother Cirillo? It is very rare indeed for them to journey beyond their
No, I have not. This is the first time. If I may ask, brother, why are they here with us? Surely we can manage these heretics ourselves.
Sister Rosewyn personally called for an investigation into this place, and in her wisdom brought our sisters to aid in this mission. Remember, brother, their visions see beyond what you or I may understand in the present. Their prophecies guide the Abbey, and their pronouncements guide you.
Yes, of course you are correct. I will be wary of the errant mind.
See that you do.
And at that point, how are they not considered to be worshippers of the outsider? Because the only deity we know of is the outsider. Right? So, like... yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I hear the bone charm. Okay. I don't think I can get up from here. I have to go. Okay, so in order to go in on the second floor. Oh, I know what I can do. Because there's that other route in. Go take that route. Okay, so that is an invisible wall. Okay. I'm not supposed to be able to get up. Got it. Here we go. And this just takes me to here. And those are already fine. However, yes, I'm aware there's a bone charm nearby. Bread. Alright, none of these can even. So, fine. Good thing I saved when I did. Jesus.
Make nests in the walls. Babies crying for food. Little ones. We will bring flesh for you.
Got the morgue key. Well, hey guys, maybe your masks aren't working as well as you hope they would. Because you should have been able to see me. They must block your peripheral vision. All right. Okay. Ah, yes, that's right. Large parts of the conservatory were blocked off by Ashworth's plants. That's right, that's right. How did you see me, man? Jesus. Alright, well, the good news is you are alone, so... Oh. Okay. Note on the sealed door. We have been unable to break into the room into which the last witches retreated when they realized their defiance was in vain. The heretics were dispatched with our pistols, but the door has been blocked. There are most likely some profane artifacts remaining inside. We need to access this room in order to cleanse it of black magic. Take care to keep the last witch in the basement alive. She must no way extract it from her. It was a painting, if I remember correctly. Yep, right there. Stuff up here, but not on the other side. Okay. Loot. Fire starter. I bet it has something to do with starting fires. Incendiary bolt radius is slightly larger. Yep. Some food. And then stuff up here. Bread. Say goodbye. My name is Catriona Bell. I was born in Bailton to a mother I never knew. Spent my youth sweeping floors in a factory. When I left for Karnaca, I only found more misery, dust and death. Here with Brianna, I danced naked with bloodflies and kissed the raw, wet bones of the people who slighted me. Then it all vanished, and the overseers came. I'll die in this room, but I'm with my sisters who love me as much as I love them. I will meet them all again in the... I thought I heard an oracular sister. Alright. I'll worry about going up there in a moment. I have other stuff to prioritize. There you are. Apple. Stuff. Check. Okay. Collected sayings of the overseers. Last time I was through here, there was a lot of bloodfly nest bullshit through here. It was harrowing, to say it nicely. Oh boy. Okay, well, I need to be really fucking quiet.
Trinket. It had caught
Unsteady hands was the bone charm I just got. Enemies fire with mist. Enemies miss with fire projectors more often. Projectiles.
Why be tempted by such gilded nothing?
All right. I saw a whalebone. Chloroform. I might use the chloroform up there, because if I can... Wow, there's... Shit, there's 4 of them right there. That said, the chloroform bottle might... The shattering of it might cause a problem.
Let's make it look at it. I don't even know. You're distracted, so I'm gonna just go ahead and choke you out. And interesting, they patched up this floor area here. Because this was just open area. They filled it in. Interesting. There's open courtyard. They must have needed the working space. Oh, fuck me, hi. Trying to do in here.
Ooh. Nothing. A lot of a lot of wats. Oh, this must be what they're using as the morgue, because there's a shit ton of corpses here. Oh, wow. Heated. Alright. So he's not going to turn around, it looks like. So I'm going to have to come at him from another angle. And that's okay. I don't mind doing that. Can't really see me over here. So I'm gonna just... I mean, I could just steal his buddy's face. Now that I think about it. Okay. Oracular Sister, Oracular Sister.
We share with our fallen brethren. These witches sought to twist our prophecies to their own ends.
They could plant lies in our mouths with this machine. What protections do we have against these violations?
Cree Summer, is that you?
Be calm, sister. We will study this sinister device in full once we have laid our fallen sisters to rest.
Possibly.
Fix your eyes to what is edifying.
Okay, my question is, are you the only two? I think you are. Yes.
What is pure, and then you will be able to recognize the profane monuments of the outsider.
What is the problem of the... What is these bitches' problem with the outsider? That's what I want to know. Like, I get why the Abbey... Like, I feel like the Oracular Sisters are the ones who actually decide what the Abbey is doing, whereas the Oracular the Oracular Sisters are the ones in charge, is what it feels like. There, now he's laying with corpses. I'm sure that's some kind of a profane thing. Forceful throw. Hurl objects with greater force. No thanks. Not needed. Alright. Alright. Alright, I am gonna steal this guy's face. I'm curious. I have some testing I want to do with these Oracular Sisters. Okay. Yes, I'm reloading. I'm testing something, right? Now, they didn't respond to me walking in with his face. Will they respond? Yeah, they will respond to me walking in, period. Just not... they apparently don't respond to me walking in with his face.
Brother, you've strayed. Return to your post.
Don't turn around, don't turn around.
strange.
She turned around. I'm gonna try that again. Because that didn't quite do what I thought it would. I didn't expect it to kick me out of the face, essentially. It makes sense that it did, but still.
How dare you touch a sister?
Okay. I'll try it one more time with his face. There we go. Alright. Now then. Saving. Alright, copper wire. That thing to interact with. Effigies of the Oracular Sisters. Another copper wire.
Sister Kuei, audiograph entry for the 15th day of the month of rain. Our investigations have led us to these unseemly devices. I have been attending to the dead, and some evenings I've heard voices coming from them. They speak in the manner of our trances. My sisters do not believe me, and some have gone so far as to accuse me of a lying tongue. I know this is black magic, some remnant of the witch's heresy, but I speak the truth. I've brought this machine to record their utterances. They should speak any moment. Why am I the only one to hear our dead speak? What temptations of black magic are these? It whispers through their teeth. A voice without a throat. I swear to you that I've heard it.
Well, based off of what we know about the machine from the previous game, yeah. Because that was kind of the whole deal. My effigies of the Oracle Sisters. Been difficult to create effigies of the Oracle Sisters. They keep to themselves, rarely venturing up. Okay, this was Brianna Ashworth's thing, and I think I did read that. Because it feels familiar, either way. Okay. Overseer. 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 There's a lot of overseers down here. Because there's one over there that I wasn't able to get.
Of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider.
Oh, I can use a mic. Provoke the Abbey or pretend to be a sister. Maybe in a minute. When I'll inevitably need to find a way to lure people out. Corroded Mind by Alvaro Cardozo. All right. Stuff there. Stuff there. All right. Okay. It's 3 levels down. I have 5 minutes left to stream, give or take. Let's just take a peek at what's ahead. An oracular sister. Another oracular sister.
Thief. Victim of her own restless hands. She should be burned in the street with the rest of the filth. Why isn't she? It's been 3 days since she fell. I must send a message to the overseers to come and clean this up.
Now, if I remember correctly, there was a nice hidden cozy little spot up here above all of this. Sister Roswin keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumor has it she knows every secret in the Isles, but give you all my bone charms. Okay, so this is a person who took the same thing as me. Yep. And here's this. There's that old thing, which I remember bugging me out a bit. Because it sounds so much like a fucking bone charm. Alright. Okay. There's them. Still don't know how I want to take care of those, that group of them that's clustered together. I forgot I wasn't crouched. That's on me, y'all. Okay. It is 10 o'clock. There's a strong part of me that wants to clear out these 3, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So I think I am gonna call it there. And we'll pick it up there. We'll pick it up there. Not next week, but the week after. Because like I said before, I'm going to be taking next week off. For reasons that I said at the top of the stream. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for the week. Before we head out, just a reminder to check, to keep an eye on my Discord and my socials for updates and things like that. Other than that, you can find those in the Linktree, Linktree/Crimson Knight, as it's exactly as it's written above my head. If you check that out, you'll find not just links to my Discord, but you'll find links to my Ko-fi, my Patreon, as well as my YouTube and Twitch and a bunch of other stuff. Ko-fi.com/Crimson Knight is basically my tip jar. Patreon.com/Crimson Knight is where you can actually, subscribe for a month. Have a bit of say of what goes on here. Yeah, check those out if you feel so inclined. The YouTube is where you can find my VODs, youtube.com/@, Crimson Knight. Or if you want to catch me live, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, except not next week. Then you'll find, you can find me on twitch.tv/. So yeah, check those all out if you feel so inclined, and if not, that's perfectly fine. But either way, we are done for the week. We'll be back not next week, but the week after. And so until then, well, I mean, I'll probably be doing some of those productive streams and stuff. In which, for those, I don't announce them. I just turn on. Because I try not to make too much of a to-do over it, so that I don't get too distracted from the productive. But anyway, like I said, we'll be back. We'll be back when we're back. And so until then, remember to have empathy, be kind, be safe. Love yourselves and love everyone around you. And I will see you. I love you all. Peace out.